do you say your name?
Yael, like to scream.
How do you spell it? Y-E-L?
Yael.
Y-A-E-L?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
It's an Israeli name.
Yeah, it's an Israeli name.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful name.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
Nice.
So let's talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I know that you guys haven't finished shooting.
But if you were speaking to an Israeli, how would you say it? Yael?
I would still introduce myself as Yael.
Y-E-L?
You're stuck on my name.
I just think it's a cool name.
Thank you. I'm flattered. We can talk about my name.
I was
fine.
just curious about the pronunciation.
All right, I want to know about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm nerding out over here.
Okay, sorry.
So you haven't finished shooting this season, but wherever you are, you don't have to tell us,
We're shooting episode 20.
You ruined it.
Oh, why? Do you want to ask?
I was going to ask if you've met Hive in the former ward yet.
Me? Coulson?
Coulson.
I will say that at this point, I believe Phil Coulson is aware that the evil monster that ate Mavith is now walking around in the very handsome form of Grant Ward.
Okay. All right.
At this point in our shooting schedule, yes.
So by episode 20, you just released that info.
I am. You talked me into it, see?
I didn't mean to. I was trying to be nice.
Wow. Okay.
I know that Civil War is coming out, and it's going to affect the show because it's the same world.
Right.
How is it going to affect it as much as Winter Soldier did?
I'm sorry, could you say it again? Jeff Loeb was doing his Australian accent, and I couldn't hear anything. I was in shock. Okay, go ahead.
That's fine. Civil War is coming out, and we know it's going to affect our world on S.H.I.E.L.D., but is it going to affect as much as Winter Soldier did?
That's one where I don't know yet.
Okay.
That's something I don't know. I don't know how Civil War could not turn what we do on our show upside down based on what I know about Civil War in the comics. I haven't seen the movie. I've seen a few trailers a few thousand times, and I suspect just from those alone, it's going to put Coulson in a pretty tough position emotionally.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll play out on the show. That maybe is him crying in his bunk about his heroes and friends fighting.
Yeah. So Coulson's been going through a lot of hurtful things. At least he still has Lola, right?
I guess, but ever since they became the underground illegal S.H.I.E.L.D. that everyone's trying to hunt and destroy, it seems that the opportunities to take out his gleaming red Corvette without calling attention to himself have been pretty scarce.
Yes.
I think he needs a new, matte black version of Lola that he can. Even so, it's a 62 Corvette that can fly. So I don't know. It doesn't work so well undercover.
All right. So are we going to get a new love for Coulson if he can't have Lola?
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's still really recovering from the loss of Rosalind Price the way that I'm recovering from the loss of my dear friend Constance Zimmer, who was so much fun to act with. Maybe someday the poor guy will successfully swipe in whatever direction leads you to happiness. I don't know.
Is Coulson on a swiping app?
Well, that was in the scene. She was trying to teach him about that, and I think maybe, I'm just guessing, at some point he's going to want to. I don't know how he's going to. The clandestine services must have their own version of Tinder.
Yeah, it's within the networks of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agency.
Level 6, level 7.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I'd watch that show.
Yeah, you would.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks.